Today we're diving straight into what's really happening in the CRANBROOK real estate market right now, because the November numbers reveal a trend that we simply can't ignore, and it may be the clearest early sign of a major shift ahead. If you're planning to buy or sell in CRANBROOK, timing and strategy matter now more than ever. This market has been incredibly resilient, but the November data shows a split starting to form. And that one's easy to miss unless you're watching closely. Before we get to the key trends shaping the months ahead, let's start with a 20-second snapshot of where the market stands right now. In November of 2025, CRANBROOK delivered a mixed but very revealing data set. Strong performance in detached homes, softness in the attached market, and steady price growth across most categories. Here's how the numbers break down. Single-family homes in CRANBROOK, 16 sales. That is a 33% increase year over year. Benchmark price, $550,400, and that is up 3%. CRANBROOK Lakes sub-area, one sale, that's down 50%. Benchmark price, $840,100, slightly down 0.4%. Townhomes, here's a trend for you. A zero, not a zilch. None were sold in November. Benchmark pricing reported at $323,500. Condos and apartments, there were two sales, down 33% year over year. Benchmark price is $255,100. That is up 3.2%. Now let's anchor that inside the regional numbers from the Kootenays as a whole, just to kind of give you a feel for where CRANBROOK sits in the Kootenays. Total overall single-family sales in the Kootenays, 112. That's up 17%. Benchmark price in the Kootenays is $607,500. That is up 1.8%. Days to sell, 72. That's down 16%. Townhome sales, 18. That's down 14%. Condo sales, 24. That's down 27.3% across the Kootenays. Condo benchmark price, $323,700. That's up slightly at 1.9%. CRANBROOK is clearly outperforming the region in both single-family home sales and condo price growth, but attached home activity is weakening, and that's the first clue to where the market is heading. So Bellsy, how does this look like in the trenches? Well, here's what it looks like on the ground, folks. Throughout 2023 and 24, well-priced single-family homes in CRANBROOK, especially in family-oriented neighborhoods, often drew strong interest in the first week. You'd see multiple showings back-to-back, and in many cases, serious offers within days, quite often multiple offers. But this fall, the pace has changed. Homes are still selling. In fact, they're selling well, but the energy is different. Instead of multiple buyers pushing early, we're seeing one or two highly motivated purchasers taking their time, doing more due diligence, and negotiating more strategically. Meanwhile, attached homes are experiencing noticeably slower activity, and in a balanced to softening market, attached segments usually shift first. Now, the biggest trend to watch, the biggest trend in the November data is that divergence between detached homes and attached homes. Detached homes in CRANBROOK are strong. Sales are up 33%, benchmark price up 3%. Attached homes are telling a different story. Townhome sales, nada. Condos, two sales. That's down 33%. Sounds like a lot, that's down 33%. Do the math. It's not what you think, but we don't sell a lot of condos in CRANBROOK. The region shows townhomes days on market is up 76%, now at 93 days to sell. This matters because attached housing often acts as the early warning indicator for broader market shifts. When the entry-priced segments slow down, it suggests buyers are either becoming more price sensitive, waiting for clarity on rates, or simply holding off longer before making major financial decisions. It doesn't mean that the prices are about to fall. Price trends lag behind demand trends, but it does mean leverage is beginning to balance. Now, one of the defining forces over the next 24 months is mortgage renewals. The Bank of Canada has begun cutting rates, but very slowly and cautiously for homeowners who locked into ultra-low rates during 2020-2021. Even modest renewal rates will be noticeably higher. Roughly 75% of all Canadian mortgages will renew by the end of 2026, and many households are heading toward payment increases whether the market is ready or not. Now, how does this affect CRANBROOK? CRANBROOK has a large portion of first-time home buyers, move-up families, and owners with payment structures highly sensitive to rate changes. Renewal pressure tends to cause more cautious move-up behavior, slower demand for condo and townhomes, and occasionally an uptick in listings for motivated sellers. Again, this is not distressed selling. It's just more motivation, which changes negotiation dynamics in a market with limited monthly sales. So if I'm a buyer, what should I do? Well, for buyers in CRANBROOK, the next few months could be a rare opportunity, not because prices are dropping, but because the intensity of competition has eased. So here's your action plan. Talk to your bank, talk to your mortgage broker, secure a rate, get it held 3 months, 6 months, whatever you can, because even a slight dip combined with softer competition can meaningfully improve your affordability. You want to target higher days on market listings. Regionally, townhomes are 93 days to sell, condos 97. That means sellers in attached segments are way more flexible right now. Now you got to remember also that leverage is shifting. When homes no longer consistently are selling above or at when homes are no longer consistently selling at or above list, buyers gain negotiation space on purchase price, subjects and conditions, repairs, and completion dates. And in markets like CRANBROOK, these negotiated wins often save more than waiting for price movement. Watch the benchmark price trends. Even with the slower trends, slower attached activity, prices are still increasing. Single family is up 3%, condos are up 3.2%. Buying into a stable market during a soft competition window is often where long-term value is maximized. Now, if you're a seller, what should you do? For CRANBROOK sellers, strategy is everything right now. Price correctly right from the start. Don't be testing the market. Don't be saying, hey, I think I could get. No, you can't. Detached homes are still performing well, but buyers are way more selective, way more knowledgeable, and way more patient. Overpricing leads to longer days on market, and once a price reduction occurs, leverage shifts entirely to the buyer. Don't rely on last year's momentum. CRANBROOK's market is strong, but it's not overheated. Motivated buyers exist, but they're disciplined and they're way more patient than they were last year. Got to know your segment. Detached homes, strong sales, rising prices, still the healthiest category in CRANBROOK. Condos, growing prices but thinner demand. In townhomes, 0 sales last month. That you have to price it right, and your marketing better be on point. Better be strong in that social media category, that's for sure. And of course, timing matters. November and December are historically quieter months. However, February, March, early April often see renewed demand, especially as buyers hit the market after rate announcements and before inventory ramps up. Selling with a strategic launch and strong preparation maximizes results in a market where buyers are watching every dollar. So, Bellsy, what's the bottom line you say? Well, tell you what, folks. So is a major change coming to CRANBROOK real estate market? Yeah, there is. But it's not a dramatic crash or a sudden freeze. It's a moderation of momentum, a softening in attached homes, and a steady but slower pace in detached home growth. Prices remain stable, demand remains healthy, but buyer behavior is shifting. And that always happens before a broader market adjusts. For buyers, that means more negotiating room. For sellers, it means a sharper strategy. And for CRANBROOK overall, it means the market is moving towards balanced conditions for the first time in several years.